Hi there, welcome to my Boss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. Today we're going to highlight some of the best tech stocks to buy and invest today in 2021. Um, Disclaimer, all materials shown are for informational purpose only. They're not investment recommendations. We'll continue focusing on sharpening our skills, what to buy and when to buy. Currently, the stock market direction, all the indexes, Nasdaq, S&P, Dow Jones, Russell 2000, based on September 3rd, 2021, they're all at near new highs. This is a really strong technical strength right now, despite a miss on the jobs report on Friday. So that's also another good sign that the market is willing to overlook the weak jobs report. We continue looking at rising stocks and groups. The market is broadening to many stocks. We've been talking about this for quite a few weeks now, and many groups as well. Um, we continue to see strong uptrend with the short-term 10 days moving average trending upward in many stocks. Some are building right side of base, and some are already broken out. Earnings season's already mostly over for Q2. So right now we are starting to report quarter three for most companies, and that will mostly start near end of September. So yeah, there's also a Fed meeting on September 20th, so something to watch for. Our research is based on the six sectors: technology, retail, industrial, health, commodities, and financial. So here are some of the technology stocks that are doing really well. We're gonna go over them, some of the highlight ones that are performing much better. Um, the tech is definitely the best ones. The retail are, there's, some stronger group like retail leisure products here. Industrial materials, there's not particularly any strong group that are showing significant strength. Health, the biomed, biotech, definitely are showing a lot of, strength right now. Commodities, as well, for U.S. exploration and production, that those stocks have started to come up as well. And one of the best group in financial sector is the consumer loans group. So we're not going to talk too much about any of these sectors today. Today we're going to focus on the tech sector. So I'm going to jump to the chart right now. Just going to give you a brief overview of the index chart. As you can see, we did have a pullback here, somewhere in mid August around there. And since that time, it has rebounded really strong. And you can see that on the chart right now. It has hit new high. It's staying near the new highs. It's the 10 days, the green line, the 10-day moving average is moving up. So that is a good sign. So watch for that as support line right there. We're gonna jump to S&P as well. S&P, as we mentioned, is probably until recently they're the best looking long-term chart. You can see it just ride the 50-day down here, 50-day down here, but every time it rebound, and it just has a very consistent uptrend, right? Again, it has been kind of stuck in this range for 5 days now, near the highs, but that could be a good sign. Going sideways is not necessarily a bad sign. It just takes some time for it to consolidate a little bit before moving up again, right? So that could be what it's doing right now. Dow Jones is probably has a lot more choppiness. You can see from the chart here. Even in the last 10 sessions, it's having a hard time moving to new highs. So that's something to watch out for. I'm not sure what that means right now, but that definitely is not, ideal. The Russell small cap has done a lot better in recent, weeks, similar to the Nasdaq, right? Like, it wasn't doing well for most of the year, other than the earlier of the year. And then we talked about this, last week that, it has shown some, good signs how it able to bounce off above the 50-day, which is the red line here, and then it didn't even come back to test it. So So that's a really strong sign. So now it's moving in, again, following the 10-day moving average. That's the slope of the current uptrend. So watch for that support line as well. For now, we're going to jump to our tech stocks that we really want to highlight, just because there is a lot of good stocks happening in the tech sector. So we're just going to highlight some of the ones that we see are showing uh, significant strength. This is Lightspeed Commerce in the special enterprise software industry. And you can see it built this long base right here. It broke out, and then it has a huge test right here at the 50-day line. And since that time, it pretty much has not come back to the 50-day line. So now it just constantly, test the 10-21 day here, and then another time here, and then the second time after the test, it really bounced off, and now you can see it just make like a huge gain right here in a very short period of time. So this uptrend has a huge, slope right now. So for those who are in this stock, depends what your, what your risk level is. Taking some gains as if it does cross this 10-day moving average is not a bad idea, and then taking some more at 21 day might not be a bad idea. You know, yeah. So, but it's definitely one of the strong stocks. We're on these systems, computer software database. This one has a huge cup with handle pattern, and you can see this is the traditional buy point right here. It broke out, and now it has this slope of uptrend, right? So now it's starting to move up. It's already been 15% in just 6 days, so that's a huge gain, in a very short time period. It might have a lot more room to run. Synopsys is the next one, computer software design. Um, you can see a same thing. Most of the stocks are on the right side of the base, right? This is the huge base right here. Now, it took a while before it even moved. Like it's trending really slow here. And then obviously earnings report came out, and then after that it just took off, right? So you can see the accumulation happening right here. And it's a really strong uptrend as well. So something to keep in your watch list if you want to look at it. Um, Adobe computer software desktop. So this one, has this long base, is a large cap for sure, and it broke out right here, and then it did a quick test on the 10-day, and then ever since, it just kind of ride this 10-day line, right, as it move up. And then here it has another big bounce right here. And now we're sitting at 20%, over 20% gain in roughly 60 days of trading. So that's Adobe. Next one is Anaplan in the computer software enterprise world. Um, this one is still in this huge base, but you can see it's starting to come out on the right side. And here we saw a huge gap up from the earnings report. I guess the market likes it, and now is holding tight around this price. So this is a good sign that there might be more support coming in, and something to watch for. Smartsheet. Again, you can see a lot of stocks have undergone a correction already. Now that you can see this huge cup of handle pattern, it broke out right here, right? It tested 10-day once more, and then now it took off, right? So again, something to watch for. Really strong uptrend right now. That's the thing, to watch for. Is a really good sign if we can continue this uptrend. Workday, obviously one of the more popular stocks in the enterprise world, and again, it's starting to build the right side of the base, and you can see this 10-day also rising up really strong. Look at this 6 days of trading right here. Obviously, huge gap up after the earnings. It's holding so tight at this price, and then on the day that it was down, again, short, really low volume, right? Really, no one wants to sell at this level. So this is a good sign that the stock have more room to go. Bill.com, this stock, has done really well since it's again, you can see this huge cup of handle base. It slowly rise, didn't make much move until the earnings report, and it has a huge gap up, and you can see it's holding tight after the gap up. and then now it's taking off again. So the 10-day is really strong uptrend right now. Mimecast, we've been following this one for quite a while now, and it continued to impress. Here we have this huge copper handle base riding the 10-day, and then here we see this move here, this 4-day move that really show some big gains here, and then now it's holding tight again near this level. So again, very strong sign of support. Look at the volume on the sell day; it's not much. So again, no one wants to sell at this level. Zscaler, another security software stock, broke out right here. Took again, same thing as the other stock. Took a little bit of time to consolidate more, and then it just take off right here. And then you can see the slope of this 10-day. Globe, um, this is in the computer tech services, and you can see this huge long base, and then it has a really nice uptrend since it broke out. So this one is definitely a very strong technical chart, right? Because it didn't even test the 10-day once yet. That's amazing, right? Um, TAS, also in the computer tech service, this group, right, has really strong right now for many weeks now. And you can see almost the same thing happening here as the previous stock globe, right? It just, it broke out, and then you can see this is the almost the 10-day, and then you can see the 10-day even slope upward faster right here. And it almost have a sign of a climax run, but definitely good to take some gains. You have some here. It's possible that it might come back to the 10-day soon. Um, because it's a huge gain, 80%, 99% from this pivot right here, right? So in a very short time period too. So Ambarella, semiconductor in the fabless semiconductor industry, and is just building this nice base, shot up right here after the earnings news, gap up right here, and it's holding tight and then move up. So now this is a huge test right here. If it passes this without any problem, then this stock might continue to take off further. Again, really strong 10-day moving average slope right now. Nvidia, this stock obviously getting a lot of attention in recent weeks. More and more analysts are talking about it. Not only is it a large cap stock, which is like worth like 500 billion now, it's just continued to impress. And you can see it broke out this base on base pattern, and it just had a nice gain, very quick gain right here. And then now it has a cup with handle pattern, and this cup with handle pattern probably shake out a lot of people in this handle. You can see the volume all on the upside, and it's huge, right? Like 3 days of huge volume, and it just so shows that people really want to buy into this stock. And right now, the slope of this 10-day looks pretty strong. It's near a 45-degree angle, and you can see it found support when it hit the 10-day. SIP time. This one also, you can see the chart is showing strong action. This cup and this nice base, another small base here, and then gap out on earnings, and then it just slowly riding the 10-day again, right? So very strong stuff. UMC in the manufacturing, semiconductor manufacturing. This one just had this huge long base, what came back and broke out, right? So sometimes breakouts do fail, and when they do fail, it can come back as far as the 50 days moving average, and then that's where the support seems to come back in. And now we're seeing this nice uptrend right now, and it seems to be accelerating as well. In the internet content group, Auto Home, this one is a Chinese one. So obviously Chinese stocks have been taking a huge hit in the last few months, right? For many months now, especially this one. And we're starting to see some small, some signs of recovery. It's not 100% certain. It's still below the 50-day moving average. That can be a huge test. So something to watch for, but you can see a slow uptick here. So, this will be an interesting test right now. Match Group, this one, provide dating service. It seems, also has this really sloppy chart. but in recent weeks it's showing some strength, starting to build up in this matter. Again, watch for the 50-day. That one's going to be a huge test right there as well. Sam Rush Holdings, a newer IPO. It has done really well since the IPO. You can see it built a really tiny base, another base here, another base, bigger base here, and it just seems like there's more appetite for this stock every time, despite it has a consolidation. Obviously, this stock is more volatile than others because it's a small cap and it's a newer stock. So that's pretty much it for today in terms of we just want to highlight what are the strong tech stocks right now. And there's a lot. Feel free to go back to this screen and just study whichever ones you want to look at. As I mentioned, other groups are also really strong in the health sector as well. And commodities seems to be picking up again. So thank you for watching this video. Give us thumbs up if you like it. Contact us at support@mcbosscapital.com if you want to. Thank you.